Hello again. It's the 2017 Gentlemen's Club Challenge, presented by Innova Champion Disc on SpinTV, collaborating with Central Coast Disc Golf to bring you the best footage from the start of the National Tour. I'm Jamie Thomas, and back again with me on the chase card for the second round, Paul Ulibarri. How you feeling?
Feeling good. Ready to watch some good disc golf to finish their round.
And the back nine. Got some different challenges here on the back nine than on the front. Interested to see how these guys handle that. Bring it home. Once again, watching Philo Brathwaite, Eagle McMahon, Simon Lizotte, Ricky Wysocki. And Ricky's come out to a strong lead. He's commanding this card as we go in to hole number 10. Power hyzer, pretty far.
Yeah, this is one that you want to get. Within 60 to 30 feet is probably the range for most of us, but with Eagle and Simon and Ricky on this card, I'm thinking some of them might be able to get in the circle.
And there's a Mando on the tree right in front of that tee pad, so you have to go around to the right. Stretches out this hole, makes it just that much longer.
Wow, Ricky really didn't get it high enough. Didn't push left like he wanted. Pin high, though, almost.
And it seems like the rocks might be less skippy than the grass. I mean, that's kind of what I saw. Are you feeling the same way?
Yeah, I mean, if you get it low like Simon did, I expect him to get a fairly big skip. Not that bad.
Pretty safe run from there.
Yeah, this is a hole that Eagle should eat for breakfast.
And maybe should have chosen Wheaties.
I think he might have a putt unless he got behind that palm tree.
And Philo taking a little lower route, looking for that skip you were talking about.
Yeah, maybe I'm not giving myself enough credit. I got this one about 40 feet, so I was expecting Simon and Eagle to put it a little closer.
That's a big move off the tee there. See Ricky just missing on the left side. Philo gave it a little half run, half putt, half throw. And Simon, he's got the cage virus today.
Wow, barely misses it left. I was expecting at least 1-2 here, but 3's not going to kill you.
Let's repeat the cliche this video, too. A lot of golf left to play. Not anymore on this course, but some missed opportunities there for sure. I'm with you. I would expect to see at least one deuce.
Yeah, Eagle had a good look at it. He just left it a little left.
For me, it's time with my friends.
For me, it's a walk in the park.
For me, it's my job.
For me, it's fun.
And now back to hole 11. Hole 11 here is a dangerous green. Little hill perched, basket perched just over this bunker. Kind of makes you think twice.
Yeah, the traditional play here is to probably throw it a little deep and then either go for the putt or lay it up. Just like that.
Definitely want to be long, not short. Ricky kind of staring at a death putt uphill.
I'm not so sure that he knows what a death putt is.
Fair point.
Simon almost hits a spectator.
And just skipping long. And you got to attribute that to the rust, just trying to get the distance control. He talked a little bit about that in an interview recently. Just those little things that you get when you can practice full speed all off season.
Yeah, exactly. And Eagle does the same thing, just puts it a little deep, giving him a chance if he wants it. It looks like Philo's playing the same thing.
It's probably the safest angle if you want to run this putt, is to try to keep it pin high right.
Yeah, now these guys have options, though. Do you run it or take the easy par?
Simon takes the tough par.
Yeah, that one is a amazing putt that he hit there with the OB right behind it, and with the new bunker rule, if he misses that, he has to take it from where it goes out, so he won't have the tap in that you would normally expect.
Yeah, he may have been staring down a 5 or a 6 if he misses that putt there. Ricky now taking the lead. 7 down. Posse trailing by 1. Hole 12. Lay it on me. How you playing this one?
Not much to say about this one. I think everybody's going to be playing hyzer into a set of trees, and then from there pitching about 100-foot upshot to the basket to get your par.
Tough one to really attack. Lots of danger. And Rick goes low.
Yeah, you got to be careful. You can get that big skip, and that left side is out of bounds.
And they're going to need to make a call as a group on his shot coming up here.
Wow, Simon actually goes with the aggressive line. Hits a tree. I'm not so sure that he stayed in bounds. It's going to be really close.
He did roll out of bounds on that. Eagle also going aggressive.
You know, and that's the price you pay for playing aggressive like that. He went past the basket out of bounds. He should have a look for the circle 3, though.
And that out of bounds just squeezes down so tight around the basket. Philo looks at the other 3 and says, nope, lay up.
Not doing it.
Oh, the Philo forehand.
He does have one.
And he has a nice one right under the basket.
Yeah, he'll be happy with that.
And Rick waiting for the other card to finish that hole.
Ricky with his patented harp under the
Believe
basket.
so. Yeah, such a touch forehand thrower with the putter. Ooh. Flirted with the OB there off the band.
Yeah, put the brakes on right at the end.
And he's not rewarded with a real tough look here. Just all day.
Yeah, unfortunate break to really not have a look after such a good run.
And Eagle will save that par. Ricky was inbounds. His group did call him inbounds on that drive. So Eagle fortunate there. Makes the putt to not lose the stroke.
Yeah, Eagle's aggression actually paid off there. He went for the 2, knowing that his miss needed to be deep, and he missed deep, and then he had, like we were talking about, the circle 3. So no damage done.
And rolling right along to hole 13. Tight gap here. I was kind of filming an opposite angle, so you're going to have to describe this one for us.
Yeah, tight gap, right down the middle, playing with a tailwind, so you can really get aggressive with a mid-range or fairway driver. There's also a hyzer play that we were doing in practice, but the wind was too good for the straight shot. It looks like Ricky pulled it a little bit.
He got past the guardian bush that's right of the pin, and he'll have a somewhat open look.
And it does look like Eagle goes with the mid-range, but he turns that way too over.
There's no mid-range that can handle his power. He's way short when he made that turn over there.
Philo letting one loose. Catches the guardian tree, though.
He got the flex, and that was son of a motherless goat was the reaction from Philo there. Always entertaining.
That one just leaked a little left on Simon, but he'll actually have the best look at birdie.
Yeah, Eagle with a forced layup almost. Ricky kind of hoisted that one up. I didn't think he was that far out. There's the birdie putts that Simon's been looking for.
Yeah, surprising that they all didn't have looks. This is one of the must-gets, I feel like, on the course. Straight shot right in front of you, tailwind. I'm sure they want those drives back, but Simon makes good with his birdie and gains a stroke on the card.
Yeah, especially the power players like you're talking about. You want to make the error long if you're not putting it under the pin, and guys just weren't able to do that here. And right after that, one of those power holes, we're going to a short, bunker-surrounded pin on an elevated platform. Some ace runs, possibly?
Absolutely. These guys really want to get the 2 here, but, no hole is a guarantee. There's that touch forehand we were talking about with Ricky. He has such control.
Skips it right into the rocks. And I kind of like this hole. The slightly elevated tee just adds a small degree more of nuance to the shot.
Eagle plays a little too aggressive. Again, gets a bounce out of bounds.
What is this? 2 Philo forehands.
And 2 good ones. Looks like he did some off-season training with the sidearm, possibly.
I like it. I want to see more of that.
Oh. Wow. That'll get the heartbeat bumping.
Oh, my goodness. Simon, back-to-back birdies. Philo converts as well.
Yeah, and that's a good sign for Simon. Obviously, the first few holes he was just barely off, but he maintained his aggression, and now he's hitting them center.
That was his first birdie, I believe, since hole 1. Little drought for Philo there. And I can see some other names. See a couple Pauls, a Johnny, Nico, AJ making a run towards the leader. And here's a fun little hole. Golf green OB. Basket right behind, surrounded by trees. Heiser's the play for the righties.
Yeah, Heiser is the play, but this hole's actually pretty far. You have to carry that green that's OB, obviously, and then right is also out of bounds, so any pulled shot will go out of bounds. It's actually one of the better holes on the course, in my opinion. He pulls that, but I think he may still be in bounds with a look there.
Ricky going a little more straight at it.
Oh, and with the love kick. Woo.
Here's the opposite angle and the spin back replay. The little J curl roll. Flashing the rings a little bit there.
Yeah, one time in it right there.
Mm-hmm.
And this would be pretty much everything that Philo's got, I think, to get to this pin. Let's see how he does.
And he's asking for the skip.
Yeah, and just like I thought, I mean, to go for that green, you really have to put a move on it. Like I said, it's playing pretty far, and he just doesn't get enough on it. I'm sure it will be no problem for Eagle to get over that green, though.
Just like you said, Eagle furthest off the tee.
And that's the kind of hole that your power will really get you a couple strokes on the field if you use it to your advantage.
Philo had to take a tough run. Did it well.
And Simon's just back on track. Just birdie, birdie, birdie.
3 in a row.
Wow. Don't expect that from Eagle.
It just didn't look quite as confident standing over the putts as what I noticed this round.
Yeah, first round, first National Tour of the year. I'm sure. I mean, the whole group's going to be nervous, and plenty of rounds to recover from those, though, for him. He's such a explosive player that as long as he just hangs around, which he's doing, he can give himself a chance to get back on the lead card or leaderboard for sure.
And here's another opportunity for the right-handers throwing over this baby tree grove that's growing up to a protected pin under the willows.
Yeah, and you said it. These willows, they're pretty nasty. You go right or left or even behind it like I was, and the willows will obstruct your putt.
Yeah, Simon, though he threw it a little short, actually put it right in the window. He's going to have a clean look. Whereas, just like you're talking about, Ricky's a little guarded here.
Yeah, this is a hole that you have to put it under the pin if you want the guarantee, because even in the circle, you're going to be obstructed almost every side of the basket.
Eagle kept it out right. He's done that a few times off the tee. He's got somewhat of a look.
Yeah, and that's going to be the miss on this hole. If you're going to miss, you want to miss it right. The OB is, again, left, and if you miss left with these skippy fairways, you're definitely going to go out of bounds. And Philo is doing mistakes that you wouldn't expect from Philo.
No, it's 3 in a row, and he had taped up his finger, I believe, just before this hole. So I don't know if that affected him, but Simon couldn't get the 4th in a row.
Yeah, that should explain why Philo missed those. Those are shots that at his caliber that he just won't do.
Just all of a sudden, and Ricky just splashes through. Tried to go through the willows, didn't quite work out.
Yeah, and unfortunately, no birdies on the card, and that's one I guarantee they all were almost expecting to at least have a look. I mean, 380 feet right in front of you. Heiser, that's a shot that you should have locked in.
And now with Ricky at 9 under par, and a handful of players challenging at 6 under by this point. And we're almost home, hole 16, par 4, protected green.
Yeah, this hole's really hard. It's a really far shot, a shot that I would have to throw perfect to get there, and so Simon and Eagle should have plenty of distance to do it, but easy to hang it out left like he just did, and there's a big bush.
But look at this roll. Of course, just said, here you go, Simon. Have a slightly easier look there.
Had a couple misses by inches, and now he's getting a good break, so it all levels out in the end.
That's golf for you, right? A little bit of a pull by Ricky there, turned it over.
No harm, no foul, as long as he can get up and down from about 120 feet. This is a definite bonus birdie for sure. Eagle puts a really good line at it as long as he misses that bush.
Just inside of it. Tough putt, but a putt.
And Philo's just a little bit off this round. He knows how to play these courses. He won last year, like we said earlier, and I expect him to have a solid second round to get himself back into the mix.
Yeah, he is a few strokes over par, so no more motivation needed than that.
Yeah, it looks like he might just be rushing at this point. He just wants off the course, you can tell. Maybe that finger's bothering him. And wow, Ricky with the patented sidearm gets hung up on the branches.
Simon wanted to run that one. And here's Eagle for birdie. Clutch.
Yeah, that's a big birdie, especially at the end of the round.
Let's see that one more time in beautiful slow motion.
Yeah, great follow through. Enough power. And that's a bonus birdie right there. It's almost a par 4.
Can't do it better than that. Hits the center pole, sits right down. And just, if the finger on your throwing hand gets messed up, every little thing you do, you start to question it.
Absolutely. Your throwing finger, it's all your control, everything, your power, and that's enough to just get in your head.
Always thrown Innova and competed with Innova. I don't think I'd be playing this sport if it wasn't for creating the disc itself and then just taking it to the next level over and over and over again. How great the discs are themselves. It's really gained my trust, and I don't think I would be here without Innova. I don't see myself doing anything else.
Hole. Bring it home in the setting sun of Las Vegas. Just a little extra element right here. You're going to see these guys are throwing directly into the sun. It's hard to see. Pin off to the right side of the fairway. Slightly uphill. Tough to reach.
Yeah, this one's almost like the last one, a bonus birdie, almost a par 4. In the disc golf world, we call it a tweener.
Tweener hole.
And surprisingly, Eagle goes with the sidearm. I would expect him to throw a backhand and try to reach it for the birdie.
And just throwing directly into the sun. Couldn't see how high exactly to throw it. Put it right into the ground short.
Didn't stop Simon, though.
Nope, nothing stopped Simon.
Except for the turnover.
Yeah, maybe except Simon himself. But, shaking off that rust, give him the benefit of the doubt. Rick also going backhand.
And he does the conventional play. He makes sure to miss those early trees, and he has a good round going. He just wants to get pin high, jump putt, get out of there with the leading score right now.
Yeah, no reason to push this hole for him. Philo just grips it there.
Yeah, you can tell that finger's really affecting him, and that's really unfortunate. We hate to see that. Hopefully he'll be able to patch that up and be right back in the mix in the next few rounds. Another sidearm, though.
Oh, my goodness. 3 sidearms in 9 holes. Philo Brathwaite.
And Eagle pulls that a little bit, but he'll make good from there, I'm sure.
Good line, little strong. And we missed Simon's pitch out shot. He was pretty deep in there. So that was his par putt. Ricky converts his, as does Philo, as does Eagle. Oh, just add insult to injury. Simon is going to lose one more stroke to the card on the last hole of the day. And that's going to take us all the way home. Ricky Wysocki, leader in the clubhouse. And 8 down. Pretty solid.
Yeah, he really played the course well. He managed his shots very well, and he made the putts that he needed to make. I mean, like you said, blue-collar round right there.
It was good to finally get you on the track with us, Paul. Best of luck in round 2. Hope to see you up at the top. And as always, tune back in to SpinTV for more coverage of the 2017 Gentlemen's Club Challenge presented by Innova. Peace.